Hey everybody, I'm just signing into my page. Over here, I got my battery. My battery died, so I've got it plugged in, so it's off to the side here, just so I can see any comments and stuff. Did a little bit different angle with my. A little bit of a different angle with my. Well, I'm not sure if that's working or not. Okay. Did a little bit different angle. We'll switch my phone around. And I'm just going to do some short videos probably for the rest of this week on different little quick projects, so that people can just kind of see how easy it is just to make a project one night and be done with that. Tonight I'm going to do a combination of a couple of transfers, because my family was a hockey family, but now it's a baseball family. My nephews played baseball and we played hockey growing up. So I just got a little frame at the Dollar Tree, and then I'm just going to use a couple of transfers that I've used for other stuff. One's a baseball transfer, where it's got different baseball themed things, and the other one is the best family ever. So let me give you like an idea that it's, you know, designed for a baseball family. And I just came up with that one just to see how it looks. Usually what I'll do with the Dollar Tree frames is put a plain colored piece of paper in it, or just for the purpose of this one, I'll just flip it over. But usually I just put like a piece of construction paper in there so you can really get any kind of color that you want. Okay. So I'm going to want to stand it up like this. Alright, so what I was basically thinking of doing is taking, the baseball one has like a bat, a ball, a glove, things like play balls, swing for the fences, and I'm just going to do those around the edge as like a frame, and in the middle I was going to put the best family ever, that one, so basically to indicate baseball family. Put one to the side. So that's basically, that's my idea for tonight. And I did go to the Dollar Tree, so any other people who do chalk couture, because I had actually picked these up and get them for like $1. They fit the chalk paste jars perfectly. Saw somebody else had posted it, so it's like 3 jars in each one, and you can stack them up, stick them together, hang them up on the wall. So I think that's what I'm gonna get together, and I'll need a couple more of them. Just pull that off. Oh, hey Melissa. Yeah, I got this treat. I have 3 different ones. This is the smallest one. I always wanted one, but they always sold out really quickly on QVC. So I got one. You can have it steady lights. I like the twinkle though. It's a 6-hour timer, so it just comes on at certain times of the day. So I have them like, it was good when I was out of town because it looks like the lights are going on and off in my house. Okay, so let's see what we got. I've used the baseball transfers a lot. Okay, I think I'll start with the best family ever in the middle, so I can get an idea of what I want around the frame. That way I'm not sticking this on top of something that's already just got stuck on there. So I'm just going to try to center this in the middle. Maybe up a little bit. I'll probably put the swing for the fences at the bottom. And obviously I'm not going to use my light colors. Like if I wanted to use my lighter colors, white and stuff like that, you just want to put like a black piece of construction or a dark blue or some dark color behind it. Similar to whether or not you're choosing whether or not to use the black or the white chalkboards. Okay. Let's see. Might as well do, I'll do a little red. Let's see. So Logan's team is pretty much red, white, and blue. So we'll design it more around his colors, I guess. since I already did a little 2 over here with Mason's name. You can get little chalk markers so that you can write on it. You can write out anything you want. So like this one, I did a little, write his name. With my transfers now, though, I'll be able to, now that I can make my own stencils, I'll be able to make them. Okay, so a little bit on here. This is my candy apple red. So that's one that's basically always available. It's just a bright red. And it pretty much looks good on light color backgrounds and dark color backgrounds. So it's a good all-around color. All right, so put this off. Now this is, it's not glass, it feels like plexiglass. Which I've done on glass and plexiglass. So I've got that on there. I want to be careful not to touch it. It's going to take a little longer to dry on this than it will the chalkboard. I'm just going to put some stuff around the edges. The baseball bat. Might do 1 or 2 of the bats. Just kind of rotate them around the frame. And I'll do it in black. So I'm going to use my shimmer shadow, basically black glitter. The shimmers are, the NuPace formula is kind of based on what the shimmers have for their formula. And so it's nice and creamy. And I'm going to use my half-cut mini squeegee because the baseball bat's pretty thin, so it'll just be easier. But I also want to try to be careful not to touch my red that's still drying. Put it on thick and then scrape off the excess. I'm just going to tap it down so I can do another bat up here. You just got it on my finger, but it comes right off. So usually you want to have like a paper towel next to you or Clorox wipe. Either one will work. And I'm just going to go through and add some more. Hello, anybody who's out there watching. You can like the video or comment and share. I did update that I'm going to start doing them at 9. Because I can tell people are watching the videos after the fact. So I thought maybe if I did it a little 8 o'clock East Coast time, it might help out. Or some people might be able to catch it live and ask questions live if they want. All right. And the baseball bat does have a little dots on it. It's distressing on the, to make it look like it's been like a used baseball bat. So there's a couple of those. Now I've got, let's see, so I've got the ball and I've got a glove. So I don't know if the gloves will fit. Close in that corner. All right, I'm going to put the this one, well, put the swing for the fences down, and then I can put the ball and the gloves around it. And I don't have to fuzz it too much because I've used it a lot. Already used that, so I'm going to try to get the blue. Maybe the green. Oops. Got that on there. Okay. I'm going to close up my red because I'm not going to use my red again, but I am going to use the black. Must be I've used my green a lot because my green is actually looking like I've used a lot out of the jar. I guess I have used green a lot. I like green. I guess I must have used a lot of the green at Christmas time. I think I used more of the green than I did the red. Okay, let's see. I did go over the edge of the transfer a little bit, but I'll clean that right up. Yeah. So I did just get a little bit as I went over the edge of the transfer. So I'm just going to wipe it off. Get rid of it. So got that. Honestly, I probably could just do the bats a couple more times. But I'm going to mix it up with more of the baseball things to see how it looks. I'm going to try to do the gloves in the corners. Let's see how they look. So I'm just squeezing it in the corner there, so it's a little over the edge. It's not going to hurt anything at all. I'm going to try to stick to doing them in black, I think. So I might need to use this one. It's the same size, but it'll be easier to get in there with the longer handle. And I'm just going to try to do another one up at this corner on the opposite side. So basically I'm making my own frame around the sayings that I want. Which you can really do with anything. Flowers. I mean, there are some that are designed to be border frames. But you can create your own. You do them out of words or things like the hearts, just depending on what you want your design to turn out and look like and fit in for. Baseball is really an any time of the year thing. Well, up north, we play it in, warmer weather, which is only about June, July, and August. But down south, pretty much they do it every month, except for some teams take a break in like January, and they were doing training and workouts and stuff. So they're still doing stuff. Just more focused. There we go. That's good. So this is what we've got so far. And the last one in the baseball series that I've got is got a little play ball And then I've got a little baseball. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of the baseballs just to fill in the spots in between here. And then try to figure out what I want to do across the top. So let me stick here. Oops. Just trying to be extra careful not to touch my piece that's already down there because it's still wet. The ball, of course, is going to be super quick because it's nice and small. I'm just turning it in a little bit of a different direction. Make sure I check my comments. And still so far, I'm going to set the baseball one back on the backer. I'm not sure if I want to put any more on there before I throw it into my water. Just make it easier. And I think I'm going to do the play ball. It was one word, but I cut it into two so I could put it on an ornament at Christmas time. I'm going to close up my green. It's okay if you leave them open while you're doing a project, but if you're doing it for longer and longer, just pop the top back on it. So let's see here. I'm trying to do the play ball across the top. So I think I'm going to separate the play and ball, and what I'm going to do is put the ball in between the play ball. So I'm just going to pop this down here, and then I'll move it down and do it at the bottom too. That should fill the whole frame out around the edge. And this is really fine lettering, so it's really not going to take any time at all to put the paste on, move it down. Just really nice and easy. I don't know. Okay. All right, there's that one. Oh. Right, I'm going to do it again on the bottom, and it's just a little off center from what it was before. Oops. I pretty much at this point have them covered in chalk paste, so I'm just really easily going to push it down with my multi-tool and try to be careful because I spaced out these transfers a little bit. But if you go over the edge, you can either I can use my detail tool to, kind of scrape off anything that went over the edge, or a Q-tip with a little water on it, and we'll do the same thing. All right, that should do it. Pull off the transfer and see how it looks. So pretty much accomplished what I wanted. I did a framer on the edge with all the baseball themed stuff. Best family ever because it's a baseball family. Swing for the Fences is a baseball one. I'm just trying to figure out if there's something I should put in the middle here in between these two. There is, some of the transfers that I made some little hearts. So let me see if those fit in here at all. And they will. Is this dry? Okay, so this bat that I done the side is already dry, so I'm not too worried about this sticking to it. So I'm just gonna put a couple little hearts in there, and I'll do those. I think I'll do them in green because maybe I'll do them in red and green for the combine the two together. And I do need to write back on this because the stencils I create, it's a little bit harder to tell which side is the back and which side is the front when you stick the stencil back onto it. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw those other baseball ones in the water. I'll wash them after. And the baseball one actually has little laces too, so if you wanted, you could always do the laces in a different color. Especially like if you were doing like a white ball with red laces and stuff like that to make it a little bit more nicer. Yeah, I'm gonna put some hearts in it, and I'm gonna see if maybe I might want to put another ball or two in there. But I think I'm gonna try the hearts first. These are 2 hearts that I made on my new machine. And it's not as sticky as the Couture transfers. They're a little bit more, the Icon Art ones take a little bit more care. So you just got to be a little more careful with them. Which is not the most convenient thing, but they're great transfers. And since I already used my half mini, I'm gonna use my little tool here, and I'm actually gonna take the stir stick and just put a little bit of green on the hearts. And then a little red in there, so it'll be like a mixture of the red and the green on the transfer. And I'm just going to use this, the little like quarter mini, just to spread it along and try to blend them in together. And just wiping the excess off, but I won't put them back in the jars because the green and the red are mixing together, obviously, and I don't want that to mix together too much. I'm just pushing the colors together from the outside in. Otherwise, the red would definitely overtake the green. It already is, so I'm going to get a little bit more green out of here. And put it on this second heart. See if it still looks as plain or if I need to add anything else to it. Okay. So as you can see, I just put a little red on one side, green on the other, and pushed it from the outside in until they hit each other, pretty much. Certain areas you can see that they blended together. And I'm putting this one on the backer instead of in the water because it's a much more sensitive stencil. So that just gave it a little something extra, filled in that space. I think I'm okay with that space there. But So now I've got this. I can always stick like a little picture or something behind it. But I kind of like how it is. Just a whole baseball frame. So, Mom, boys, Mary, Scott, let me know if you like this or not. Because I can do this on a shirt as well. Shirt or sweatshirt when I'm doing it for you guys. Let's see. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much what I was going to do tonight. Still going to dig out my glue gun and make sure that works before I start. I've got some ribbons to practice making bows, and I've got the flowers so I can make a wreath. But I'm going to need my glue gun for those. And I did see from Melissa a cute little way to make a little beehive. So I think that'll be cute, especially with the transfers once they come in, because there's a couple of them that have bees on it. And everybody knows my sister Nicole has raises. Her and Kevin raise bees, so it'll be perfect for them too. All right. Okay. I'm gonna sign off. Please like the video, share the video, comment that you shared it to get put in the drawing. And if you can catch me in any of these lives and you do it during a live, the first person to do that will automatically win the free gift. Plus, you'll get entered for the weekly drawing, so you potentially could get two. Okay, night, everybody.